Welcome to another edition of eYe in Education. I'm your host, Ed Leicius, and today we're going to talk about reading, a library, and we're very honored to have with us the 2021 Children's Librarian of the Year, Nashua's own Kat Gatcomb. Kat, welcome to eYe in Education.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you actually were in Portsmouth, and that's who nominated you, but in July, we were able to lure you away. Yes. And you've been in Nashua ever since.
That's true.
So who makes that award?
So that is from the Children's Librarians of New Hampshire, which is a section of the New Hampshire Library Association. So it's our professional organization for the state.
All right, you went to UNH, where you got a bachelor's in musical theater.
Yes.
And then you went on to Simmons and got your master's degree in library information and sciences.
Yeah.
And kind of a unique story to that. After graduating UNH, you got involved with AmeriCorps?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so I went down to Texas for Arlington, Texas for a year, and I was in a public library for AmeriCorps, and that was really amazing experience and inspired me to go to grad school and come back home.
And you actually went to Portsmouth, having the UNH connection out on the seacoast?
Yes.
Made you familiar with that. What brought you to Nashua?
I saw the job posting and I was really excited. It seemed like a good opportunity. I loved the idea of working in a bigger city. I'd heard good things about the library, so I went ahead and applied, and I was, just everyone during the interview process seemed really great, and I got to see the library, and I was really excited to be here now. So.
Well, for someone that's young and just starting out, I mean, you've been involved with the New Hampshire Teen Book Awareness Committee. You're past president of the Young Adult Library Services of New Hampshire.
Yes.
Now, those are like stepping stones to get you further advanced in your career, or is just the right place, right time to become involved with them?
I think so. Right place, right time. Yeah. Someone said, we need someone to do this, and I said, that sounds interesting. So I hopped on board. Yeah.
So what have you found in your 7 months here in Nashua? Is it what you thought it was going to be? Have you made any changes in the children's section? Or?
Yeah, I think it's been really great. I think with any new job, it's never exactly what you think it was going to be, maybe. But the youth services team is really amazing. I get to work with really great people, which has been exciting. We've started offering in-person programming again in the children's and the teen rooms, and that has been well received by the community. So that's been exciting to figure out how to do that safely, and that's probably been the most exciting thing so far. And then working with the collection to try to make sure we have a really diverse range of books and something for everyone. That's been really good as well.
Now, I suppose that UNH or Simmons neither prepared you how to deal with a COVID situation.
That's true.
So what was the biggest challenge you had, and how did you address it?
Oh, yeah, that's
and it's probably still happening.
It is still happening, yeah. Luckily, I feel like, the administration at the library is really supportive and has been helping lead us, through everything. I think it's just trying to balance, the community wanting and needing programming and asking for it and services, and, how do we provide that safely? So figuring out, we've been doing programs. Everyone is required to wear a mask in the library, and we're social distancing. But, every day it's just trying to balance between, serving the community, but making sure everyone's safe, especially the young kids.
Now, computer usage has gone up, obviously, between homeschool, people working from home.
Yeah.
Have you noticed an uptick, and people are reading more, have you noticed an uptick online and people actually physically getting books?
Yeah, definitely. Our ebook collection has gone up. Circulation of those books have gone up quite a bit. So we have 2 online apps. You can use Libby or Hoopla to access digital reading materials, audiobooks, ebooks, even music, e-comic books, and you can download those onto your phone or your computer without even leaving home. So that was really great for a lot of people, and still is for those folks who might not feel comfortable yet coming into the library. But certainly since we've started offering programming again in the library, in the children's room, and the teen room, I think I have seen more families coming in and browsing for materials as well. So.
Now, for folks who may be watching us who are new to Nashua, obviously parents would come into the library and sign up for a library card. same for the children?
Yeah, so children can, at the age of 6, can get a library card with whatever grown-up they live with has to sign that for them. Once children are 12, they can get a teen library card, and they can sign for that themselves as long as they are assuming that financial responsibility if they were to lose something. But if any kids who come in to get a library card, they get a special prize out of our treasure chest, and it's really fun to show them around and help them find books. And we have self-check stations so they can even check out their own books, and that's always a lot of fun for them too. So yeah, anyone who lives or works or goes to school in Nashua can get a card for free.
Now, back in my day, it was an actual card with a little middle piece in it that had your number. What are you using today? Is it an actual card, or are we high tech?
It is an actual card still, yes. But I will say you can sign up for a card online. So if you're right now at home, you go on our website, sign up for a card. That gives you a number immediately, and that number is active for 60 days, and then you will need to come to the library to get your permanent card. But if you want to do it right now, you can't make it to the library right this second, you can log online and do it that way.
And what's the website?
Yeah, it's nashualibrary.org.
All right. Now, you've got something to your right.
Yes.
It's a snowman, and we're here specifically today to talk about the Mayor's Winter Reading Challenge.
Yes.
What is the challenge?
Yeah, so this is our 3rd year of doing it, and we're really excited this year. We've expanded it to be for all ages. So in the past, it's just been for children, but one of the focuses is on family literacy, so encouraging families to read together. That encourages a love of reading in your children when they see their grown-ups reading. So we have a community reading goal of 550,000 minutes. That's the very top of the snowman. And this challenge goes through the end of the month. So we're pretty much right on track. When I checked this morning, we had right around 260,000 minutes. So this snowman lives in the lobby, and we've been filling the snowman in as we reach each of our goals. So that's been really fun to watch it fill up.
When was it launched?
So it started in the beginning of January, so it's a 2-month challenge.
2-month challenge.
Yeah.
And were there specific books suggested for this?
Yeah, that's the really cool thing about it. It's kind of whatever you want to read, you can read. So we have 4 challenges for different age groups. So we have a birth to preschool challenge, a kids challenge, a teen challenge, and an adult challenge. And each of those challenges has activity badges that are kind of an extra thing. So they're mostly centered around genres, which is inspired by the school district's Nashua 9 challenge. So it encourages people to maybe read outside of their comfort zone, maybe read a mystery if you're not really a mystery reader, or science fiction. And we do have displays in the library with some suggestions for those genres, but really whatever you want to read is good with us.
Now, you say it ends at the end of the month. Do people have to pre-register and sign up to be included in this? How does that work?
Yeah, so we use an app called Beanstack. There is a mobile app, and it's also a website. And you can go online. This is what this little mitten here says to log your reading. So nashualibrary.beanstack.org. You can also visit our website, and there's a button there that says log reading if it's easier for you to get there that way. And it'll ask you to make an account. You just need your name, your email address, and you plug that in, and then you can start logging your reading online that way.
Do you have any idea roughly how many people are participating?
Oh,
ballpark?
There's quite a few, over 100 certainly. I mean, yeah,
that's exciting.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure the exact number. I should have looked that up.
And again, it's a good distraction, if you will, from sitting in front of a screen.
Yes.
You actually sit down and literally hold something in your hand and read.
Absolutely. And I also, I listen to audiobooks a lot too. So if I'm doing the dishes or if I'm folding laundry, I'll be listening to my audiobook, and that counts as reading too.
Do those count too?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any kind of reading.
Can't get any easier than that.
That's right.
So are there any prizes at the end for the person who's read the most?
Yeah. So no physical prizes, just the joy of reading and knowing you've contributed to our snowman here. But there are some really fun virtual badges that you can earn on Beanstack, so it'll pop up, and that's kind of exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
So folks, take advantage of it. You still have time to the end of, and remember, February is a short month, so don't get caught.
Yes.
So we are going to get to spring, in spite of last few weekends and the weather we've had.
Yes.
And what do you have for the kids and teens in terms of programming that's going to be coming out this spring?
Yeah, so I'm really excited. We're finalizing our programming this week for spring, and that should be published really soon. We're going to try to do a lot of outdoor programming, which I'm excited about. So right now we have 2 story times during the week. We're going to be moving that to 3. So we'll have a story time for babies, a story time for toddlers, and a story time for preschoolers, and those will all be outside. And we also will have special story times on Saturdays that are STEAM themes, so that's science, technology, engineering, art, and math, and that's once a month. And then a pajama story time once a month at night, which we're excited for. Hopefully families who maybe caregivers work during the day might be able to attend that since it's in the evening. For the older kids, we are looking forward to launching our Kids Makerspace. Hopefully, should be ready to go in the spring, and we'll have some programming around that. We also have some fun tween programming planned for those not quite teenagers, but not quite little kids. We'll do some outdoor 60-second challenges, a tie-dye program. We are planning an in-person escape room that's going to be in one of our meeting rooms for families to enjoy during April vacation week, so that should be really fun. And then for teens, we have our ever-popular Animanga program, which is for fans of anime and manga. And every month they come chat about their favorite anime, learn about Japanese culture. There's usually snacks involved, so I would encourage all teens to go to that. And we have some fun one-off teen events as well, a Dungeons and Dragons intro session for teens looking to learn, and some other graphic design workshops. So we're looking forward to all of those things and more, much more that I'm probably forgetting off the top of my head.
You're not your grandmother's library anymore.
No,
Wow.
yes, absolutely.
Now, are there any costs with any of these programs? Or?
No, so they're all totally free. A few of them, we will ask folks to register online just because we are trying to be careful with distancing. We want to limit numbers. But for most of them, like story times, you can just show up and come enjoy the program. No cost, no library card required.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. It's not that, we were talking before going on the air. My children's room was in the Hunt Building.
Yeah.
And you haven't had a chance to get by and see it yet, but you're going to notice the square footage. You could probably put it in your current space at the library, maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times.
Wow.
Just the children's room.
Right.
So it's, you've got expanded space there, and obviously you're making the most of it.
Yeah.
What other things are being offered in the STEAM program for those students that are interested in that area?
For
The science and enrichment.
Oh, yes. So in the fall, we had Jeremy Griffiths from Exploration come and he do a program with dry ice, and that was really popular. Everyone loved it. So we're going to have him come back in the spring. We're very excited to do another STEM program. We're thinking it's probably going to be elephant toothpaste this time, which is another really fun, explosive.
Elephant toothpaste.
Yes. So that's going to be hopefully outside, weather permitting, because it's pretty
I would think
pretty
it sounds like it might have to.
Yeah, it's a pretty messy one. So again, not your grandmother's library, as you say. Yeah, and then just the makerspace, we're hoping to do some kind of passive programs, so they'll just be out. We purchased a microscope for the kids' room, some things like that. Lots of building activities and things that people can just come and do whenever they're there.
A lot of things have changed in your short time here, and
Yeah.
I'm sure that's it's good for everyone's morale to continue doing the programs that got you where you are today, but also add to them and open up new areas of adventure, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
Does the library still offer passes to museums? And I mean, that always used to be, I know with us and our kids to try to get passes for either Boston or, is that still available?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's another really great service that we offer if you have a library card. Some of them they all have sort of varying levels. Some have free admission, some are discounted admission, but we have Boston museums like the Children's Museum, the Museum of Science, and then we have New Hampshire museums in there as well. So we have things like the Children's Museum of New Hampshire, the Sea Science Center, and those are all available. You can book them right online with your library card, and most of them you can just, if you have a printer at home, you can just print it right at home, or you can always come into the library and we can help you with that too.
The McAuliffe Center in there too?
I believe so. I believe it is. Yeah. I'll have to double check.
And tell me a little bit about the access to databases and digital collections.
Yeah, so that's another amazing thing that you can access with your library card without even leaving home. So we have all kinds of different databases that you can utilize. We have a language learning program. So if you're looking to learn a new language, you can do that for free with your library card. For kids and teens who might need help with some school projects, we have things like Explora, which is an online encyclopedia, a database where you can look up articles and just a wealth of resources and information that are available with your library card from home.
You offer personalized reading selection?
Oh, yes, we do. So this is really one of my favorite things. So we have a service called Reading Radar. And what you can do, go to our website again, and on our kids page or our teen page, or it's for adults too. Anyone can do it, but I'm always thinking about the kids and the teens. So you can fill out a form, kind of asks you what you like to read, and we can do a couple things. We can either send you a list of books we think you might like, and you can pick which ones you want, come in and grab them or put them on hold. Or you can say, hey, surprise me, this is what I like, pick out 5 books for me, and then we will put those on hold for you. You can come in and it's kind of a surprise, like a little gift or something. So that's pretty exciting.
Now, you must have a pretty talented staff over there to be able to take something that someone fills out and then come up with a list of reading that might appeal to the individual that's asking.
Yeah, absolutely. The staff is so knowledgeable, and we all love doing that. It's one of our favorite things, and they know the collection really well. A lot of our staff have been there for a while. Some are new and also doing a really amazing job too, but just the knowledge of the collection and what people might enjoy, it's really great.
How's Children's Makerspace is coming?
Yes, yeah. So we have
that?
a makerspace in the teen room right now. We've had that for a couple years. So that has things like we have a 3D printer that teens can request to use. We have a Cricut. We have a really powerful Maker PC with gaming software and editing software on there. And we thought, that's awesome. We should have one for the kids too. So the plan is to launch that in the spring. We're just waiting on one last piece of equipment for it, but we're going to have, like I mentioned, a telescope, and then we purchased lots of other kind of creative building type STEM activities, and our hope is we'll have some of it that's always available, just kind of out, and then we'll rotate through some of those bigger things like the telescope, where we got a light table for tracing or for making different geometric shapes on there, and rotate those things out every week so there's something new for people to enjoy.
Nashua Public Library, what are the hours?
Yeah, so right now we are open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday. We're closed on Fridays right now. Saturdays we're open 10 to 2, and then Sundays we are open 1 to 4.
And it's climate controlled comfort?
Oh yeah, you got it.
No matter what the season?
No matter what the season, yeah.
And plenty of qualified folks there to help.
Yes, definitely.
And the big thing now is, if you're not signed up for the Mayor's Winter Reading Challenge,
Yes.
got to get cracking, because this ends at the end of the month, and we got to get to 550,000 books read.
Minutes, yes.
Or is it minutes? Oh,
Yes.
gee, I could even do that.
Yeah.
And audiobooks count.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
Well, Kat Gatcomb, it's been wonderful getting to know you, Kat, not Kate.
That's okay.
And welcome to Nashua.
Thank you.
And people, really, if you haven't been to the public library lately, you really ought to go there, because not only the changes, if you haven't seen them downstairs in the basement area that have taken place, but also the new innovative programs that have taken place, not just in the children's area, but throughout the library itself. And so take advantage of that. Thank you again for being with us, and let's get to 550,000.
Woo, thank you so much for having me.
You've been watching eYe on Education. I'm Ed Leicius. Thank you for watching, and join us again next time.
Hello, I'm Mayor Jim Donchis, and I'm here to update you on the Mayor's Reading Challenge. This is the first year when we have included parents in the Reading Challenge, because all the research shows that when parents read and when kids see that, they read also. And we want to encourage lifelong reading because it's just great for the kids, great for their future, great for their success in school. So far we've achieved about 200,000 minutes of reading for the whole community. And if you look over at our snowman right here, you can see how we have documented that with the snow or the cotton. So we're nearly halfway there. Now we have most of the rest of February to complete the challenge. So I want to encourage everyone, if you have begun already, continue with your reading, and families together is the best way to do it. If you haven't yet started with the reading challenge, please register at the Nashua Public Library website, and if you do that, you can be included in the reading challenge as well. So please have a safe and happy February and good reading.